Dear Indian, this address as Dear Indian is a step towards Indianization, the need of the hour. I am Dr. S. Sani, Director, Uttaranchal College of Science and Technology, Dehradun, Uttarakhand, desiring to exchange notes on the graphic description given in the publication appeared in Chemical Sciences Journal in 2016 on the term War-De-Radioactivity. A new subject introduced for the first time in the world to meet the challenges of humanity extinction consequent to the use of nuclear devices such as atomic bomb, hydrogen bomb, cobalt bomb, neutron bomb. The arsenals of mass destruction developed by countries such as USA, Russia, China, UK, France, Israel, India, Pakistan, etc., with the understanding of hegemonizing global politics and bullying weaker nations upon earth. All the ecosystems, including Homo sapien, modern humans, appear to be on the verge of extinction due to anthropogenic activities such as development of bioweapons, climate change, in addition to nuclear weapons. Well, friends, nature evolved countless ecosystems, including Homo sapien upon Earth, in the context of earthly environmental conditions over the last billion years. Homo sapien life is a wonder of nature equipped with thinking, speaking, innovating potentials. Earth is thus conditional upon coexistence and codependence of all ecosystems. Thus, it is incumbent upon humans to protect Mother Earth, exploiting Earth sources reasonably, avoiding over-exploitation and preserving biodiversity thereon. But the ground realities speak otherwise, to the disadvantage of humanity and other ecosystems. Well, friend, the religions which have appeared on earth over the last 10 years since 2020 down the lane are brain children of humans, but their scriptures clearly verse in that the God is one and there is no duality. The followers of respective religions continue upon earth, establishing the supremacy of their religions over others and their God. They do not respect and follow the instruction enshrined in the respective scriptures. The concepts of Hinduizations and Islamizations, etc., going around in India are the brain children of misguided Indians who have no interest in Indian unity. The basic need of the hour. Well, friends, nature birthed humans, but not the religion. For nature, all humans upon earth, in spite of their religious affiliations, are equal and have the equal rights to enjoy, share the fruits of natural resources made available upon earth. Well, gentlemen, the whole humanity stands exposed culturally, religiously, humanly, economically, ethically, spiritually, intellectually, existentially, environmentally, organizationally, domestically, and politically with one hit of coronavirus, COVID-19 crisis upon earth, shaking the human concepts beyond description, framed over times out of ignorance against the laws of nature. Even humans of our affiliation with the lockdown. With the lockdown, our religious centers are places world over, including India, warning humans to mend and act in line with the laws of nature or be ready to perish upon earth. The man to man conflict or the fight is not acceptable to nature today. The nuclear weapons, atomic, hydrogen, cobalt, and neutron bombs and bioweapons have been seen as the mass destruction of the earth. Evolved and developed by nature over the billion years, nature cannot afford to allow the earth annihilation by its creation, humans. In a sense, all the religious scriptures available upon earth have instructed their followers to adopt and respect humanity as the best religion upon earth and believe in coexistence and mutual respect and cooperation. Fine-tuning laws of nature. Time has come to do or commit doom watch. But the negative human activities upon earth have reached and touched inflection point, inviting doomsday upon earth today. Well, gentlemen, notwithstanding, a silver lining can be seen in humanity. There are still humans, though numbered, who believe in humanity as a fine religion and engage honestly and sincerely to fine-tune with nature in order to protect humanity upon earth through releasing the positive advisories upon earth to live according to law of nature. Here is the subject of de-radioactivity coined by Dr. S. S. Sani in his recent publication in Chemical Sciences Journal 2016, which has provided the leads on the neutralization of radioisotopes, the part of fallout from the explosion of nuclear devices, as said earlier, with the candidate molecules coded in the original publication, coined in original article as radio stabilizers. Well, gentlemen, the recent pandemic, coronavirus, which has not been concluded as yet whether it is a bioweapon or a natural affliction to destroy humanity to the point of extinction, too has generated mistrust among the global nation, hitting hard the whole globe, including India, where the signs of starvation and famines are emerging, which may result in huge human loss if not tackled effectively by India on war footing. This pandemic coronavirus has become harbinger of global third world nuclear war to be fought with modern tools of war, that is nuclear weapons, with USA threats to China recently. The statistics suggest that about 20 cobalt and neutron bombs appear to be sufficient to wipe out the whole humanity on the earth. The USA and Russia have developed these nuclear weapons in addition to atomic and hydrogen bombs. The Third World War nuclear war, if triggered, shall definitely have triple effects on Indian borders and beyond. Well, friends, the emotional and sentimental and ideological advices are not needed today. The science is an answer to the human problems, including coronavirus crisis, climate change, and the nuclear crisis. Only humanness and humaneness, the human virtues, are defined under laws of nature. On combination with scientific knowledge would provide best solutions to the human problems inside. Secondly, the scientists are cosmopolitan in nature and always work and do science doing for the protection of humanity upon Earth. I would like to exchange notes on the candidate compounds, though coded in the original publication in Chemical Sciences Journal in 2016 as SS101 to SSS104. Well, friends, this study has been based upon similar chemical properties of stable isotopes and radioisotopes except the radioactivity property. Secondly, the radioisotopes have half-life and continue decaying to daughter radioisotopes being in free state only. These tendencies of radioisotopes have been the forerunners to the development of radio stabilizers under the concept of de-radioactivity. The promising candidates which are being decoded here include number 1, ethylene diamine tetraesteric acid. Number 2, diethylene triamine pentaesteric acid. It is also to bring to the notice of the global masses that the atomic and nuclear bomb explosion produces or generates radioisotopes. Terms as explosion fallout as a cloud of various valencies 1 to 4, which are either inhaled by humans or animals, etc., or settle upon soil over the times, causing somatic and genetic damages of irreversible characteristics, reducing humans to vegetable state which cannot be renormalized with the existing theories of medical sciences upon Earth. In other words, nuclear attack on any country upon Earth means nearing of human doomsday, as the radioisotopes once inhaled and settled in human organ continue decaying to new daughter radioisotopes and radiation, which causes denaturalization of the proteins the humans are made of under the laws of nature. The radioisotopes are unstable and continue decaying, continue to decay when present in free state. Their damaging effects can be contained by stabilizing radioisotopes by reducing their degree of dissociation to the minimum point. This has been made possible at the campus, that is, campus of Uttaranchal College of Science and Technology, by caging in of radioisotopes with the radio stabilizers candidates, that is, the derivative of acetic acid in reference, stabilizing the radioisotopes with their minimal dissociation with the primary and secondary bonds. The primary bonds increase with the increase of valency of radioisotopes, but the secondary bonds 2 or 3 remain constant in the end products of interaction of radioisotopes and radiostabilizers. These radiostabilizers are nuclear drugs which can be applied to contain or neutralize inhaled radioisotopes in the event of nuclear war at Indian soil or any other country. The end products, that is, the structures, when radioisotopes meet radiostabilizers, are shown as follows, showing the stable state of radioisotopes within the structural cage of radiostabilizer. Well, friends, the end products are water soluble and may pass out of the human body through urination, etc. Dr. Sahani is of the strong opinion that the humanity-specific innovation need not to be patented. Humanity is a far above wealth. So this disclosure and exchange with Indian and global masses with a chance to further this research to search out new models or protocols in near future for the humanity health. Earth has no meaning without humanity thereon. Under the defined protocols in line with laws of nature, our humans, in spite of their religious affiliation upon earth, have been evolved and conceptualized with the like blood composition, but that is the like blood composition and protective potential against the external attack whatsoever. The humans of a religious affiliation have started and participated in the campaign of blood donation under plasma therapy program in India to protect and save life of another religious affiliation. It's a welcome step, my dear friends. India needs to be Indianized, giving equal opportunities in line with Indian Constitution. It is unfortunate to note that the paper planning is encouraged and praised in preference to on-ground execution. India needs side by side ongoing of paper planning and on-ground execution. Advisories given by great past scholars, Indian scholars such as Chanakya, Swami Vivekananda, Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, and Dr. A.P.J. Kalam need to be attended to today. It is suggested to walk the talk only, but unfortunately, Indian bureaucracy and politicians talk the talk with no results whatsoever. Well, friends, given the global politics, as noticed in recent times, the mutual global trust has been lost with the coronavirus crisis, hitting hard USA as compared to other nations. The world politicians see coronavirus crisis as a forerunner to third world nuclear war, which may near the humanity doomsday if USA and China clash with the respective allies. USA is seeing coronavirus crisis as a bioweapon attack on USA soil by China. Well, gentlemen, India is suggested to be extra cautious now, in line with the likely clash of two nuclear nations, USA and China, in near future. India shall not remain untouched. In the nuclear eventuality near its border, Pakistan, a nuclear nation, is India's immediate neighbor with all ill designs against India and may nuke Indian soil at the time of nuclear war between USA and China, being an ally of China. In this regard, we can hope a lot of cooperation from our Prime Minister, Honorable Narendra Modi. Honorable Prime Minister and President of India are requested to execute plans on grounds to liberate at least education, including medical education, from bureaucratic and political high-handedness and intervention, allowing these sectors to be managed by societies or trusts headed by at least highly qualified educationists with MA or MSc, PhD qualification only to meet the frequent human crises like coronavirus, climate change, and nuclear war, etc. in India in near future, failing which shall be an invitation to human doomsday. Another area to be hit hard in India is epidemic, corruption, and subjective ignorance. Well, friend, the repeat of coronavirus-like global crisis is nothing but an invitation to end of humanity upon earth. Earth shall definitely lose its defined meaning without humanity thereon. Our Prime Minister of India is bold enough to prevent such an end of humanity upon earth. Time has come to unite internationally to ban at least the coronavirus-like bioweapon in future. It has become incumbent upon USA, UK, France, Germany, Japan, India, Israel, and Russia, etc., to come together to work on the ban of bioweapon development and boycott the nations or individuals, even instituting thereon economically, socially, commercially, and isolate such nations or group internationally the need of the hour. The global politics must be prioritized on the subject in reference. In concluding, thanks to everybody and dear Indians, hoping Indian unity as the top priority in Indian mind. Thank you very much.